Welcome to another episode of Behind the Studs, your home improvement and remodeling podcast, where the two most entertaining guys discuss the do's and don'ts in home construction and in the remodeling industry. Remember that you can nail it, paint it, or just tune into the show. How about that? Here are your hosts, Colin Shaw and Jimmy Driscoll.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Jimmy, why are you laughing?
Oh, my God. Team Colin.
Team Colin.
Oh, you poor bastard. Look at you.
This is when I was Conrad Birdie.
Oh, thanks for listening. Thank you. See you next week.
I also had this, too, but I didn't get a chance.
Shit. You got to be kidding me.
There we go. Put that up there. There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Colin, your
Well,
biggest fan.
we had a lot of Jimmy love last week, so we figured a little bit of Colin love, you know?
Well, look at all the love you got. You got my friend Larry sitting over here. He's like, how you doing? Yeah, he goes. Yeah, Colin's hanging out with all his friends.
Yep.
Him, himself, and himself.
Woohoo!
Team Colin. That just flew me. I remember that picture.
You remember that picture?
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. You cool bastard.
Conrad Birdie in an off-Broadway production.
Oh, my God.
So far
funny.
off Broadway, it was in Westbrook, Connecticut. Well, how
I
you
didn't
doing?
see that one coming. Holy shit.
Ooh, it was hot putting that jacket on, too.
You're cold, too?
No, I'm not cold.
I'm like, what's the man? He's got the flu. He must be dying. You got triple E. Getting encephalitis, dude.
All right, we're taking this off.
That's hilarious. Dude, that is funny.
You're
You're hilarious. You got
All right.
me.
Now we got to be
Now the girls in
Right.
front of the studs.
Yes.
Their phone's ringing off the wall, man.
Absolutely.
They get so much work out of that. I said, our phone is dead. Thanks a lot, girls. Thank you. Keep calling. My God, that's funny.
Well, big thank you to Caitlin.
Caitlin
to
and Reba.
Yeah.
Tan. Yeah.
Tan. So I see she's been paying a little bit more attention to our podcast.
Absolutely.
Now, so I appreciate that.
Yep.
Reba, thank you.
Thanks, Reba. Thank you, Caitlin, for all the good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's a really good show, I thought.
Now she's growling at me because I haven't been able to get back to the house because I've been working. When are you coming? I thought you were coming today. I get these texts from her. I thought you were coming today. I thought you were coming today. And I'm like, no. Can't get there. Grr, 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 grr. So, anyway.
You're going to get fired now.
She is one of the coolest. Really, she's really cool.
Yeah.
I know when she's like, where is he? Put some paint on my door. All right, it's coming. It's coming.
Right. Oh, did she pick the color? I
Yeah,
know it's
man.
blue, but did she actually pick it?
Yeah, it's like a Star Wars blue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and this weekend, I was trying to do my cabinets. I did make a mistake. I got the small, low-pressure canister paint sprayer.
Oh, okay.
And I did it. It was
Yep.
working out.
Yep.
I was like, very cool. And then when I talked to Henry on Monday, I said, I tried it. It was sporadic. And he said, what was the length of your hose? I said, he goes, it can't be more than 25 feet. And I was like, oh, my God.
Really?
I was on my 45-foot hose. And he was like, yeah, that ain't going to work. That's why it was sporadic. But the spray, when it worked, was beautiful. And it's really good for cabinet doors and stuff.
Yep.
So I have my 20-foot hose, and I'm going to do her door tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
With my sprayer, with the canister.
Nice.
And I know that'll come out great. Because when you're painting a door, a dark blue, a red, or a green.
It's going to show everything. Every stroke, everything.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
So
Spraying
no
is the way to go.
Spray it.
Good for you.
Spray it. Thank you.
Yeah. And we learned something new. Don't go with a 45-foot hose.
Don't go with a 5-foot if it doesn't work.
Nope. Okay.
What's going on with you? What happened this week?
Not too much. I was down in North Carolina for the weekend visiting my son.
Yeah.
So we got to go for a family weekend. Yeah, it was great. Good to see him. It's been a while. So, he was looking to see us too, I think. He might not say it, but I think he missed us.
Of course he did.
I hope so.
Yeah, he did.
But he's involved in a bunch of clubs now. He's a cappella, the whole thing.
Cool.
Hooked up with a bunch of friends now, and
Good.
Seems to be transitioning quite well. So we're happy for him.
So do me a favor.
Yeah.
When he moves off a dorm and moves into his own apartment.
Yep.
You need to do this. Once you show up, walk in the house and go to just flick every light on. Flick every light on. Just flick it on.
That'll teach
And he's
him.
going to go, Dad, what are you doing? I go, why? You did that in my
Right,
house.
exactly.
You know?
Right.
I think that's freaking. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of electricity, I was working on a house today that was built in the. It was up in Deep River.
Mm-hmm.
It was built like 1720s.
Dang.
And it was pretty amazing. She was just the woman who lived in the house, and she was just telling me about it. And I'm looking at it, and they got solar power.
Really?
And they are,
Wow.
they can be off the grid and survive. Yeah.
Wow.
We didn't really get too much into it, but yeah, they got it all worked out, and they're selling the house. And I'm looking at this cute. It's a really nice farmhouse. They got a couple barns and stuff, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, for an old house, it's in really, really good shape. I had to paint her cabinets and do a couple of things. I had to really do some miracles on her countertop. But it's a low ceiling in the kitchen. They got a stove, cast iron stove, and I go, man, this heat's nice.
Nice.
This heat's really nice in the winter. I know. She goes, yeah, it does. But it's drafty.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
you don't have
it's an
that.
Old house.
It's an old
Sure.
house. You know, the old windows, the old house.
I mean, all you can really do is just kind of blow something in from the outside if you're ever doing the siding. I mean, you're not getting through that horsehair metal mesh wall coverings that
they
have.
redid their roof, they said, and she was just like, oh my God, when they get into that and into the original stuff, they're going to find so much crap, and there was nothing.
Really?
Yeah, no rodents up in the attic.
Huh.
Nothing. They
Wow.
said a lot of no. House is built really well.
Yeah.
Hardly have any of those beetles, beetle worms that are chewing in the hardly nothing.
Wow. Good for
So
them.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a nice house.
I think it's a great shape. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, yeah,
And I love the
like
history
it.
of those too. When when the homeowner knows the history of the house and stuff, it's just great to listen to.
And she's apologizing to me, and I'm like, no, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is in great shape.
Yeah.
You didn't do a lot of, I guess they did do a lot of work, but they've really left it the way an old house should be.
Nice.
So it looked really good.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah, I hate when I go into some of those old houses and they've got like the
Modernize it.
brand new windows, vinyl windows or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
really
can't
Come
do that.
on, you can't do that. You bought this house for a reason. You can't do that.
Now you can buy the windows with the glass.
Sure.
Double pane, argon gas.
Yep.
But you can make them authentic looking from the outside and the inside.
Yep.
Which you want.
Right.
So, and by the way, let me answer a question about the glass. I was asked by a customer the other day.
We don't need this anymore.
I'm sure you do.
I'm going to put it in my bedroom.
Okay, I think you should. Right next to your mirror.
Right, exactly.
Right.
I go, I look good.
I look good. I feel good. Yeah.
And gosh darn it, people like me.
Gosh darn it, people like me. So I had a customer ask me about windows.
Yep.
So vinyl compared to a window that has wood on the inside and like vinyl or a metal clad on the outside.
Yep.
Is there any difference? Is there with the glass?
No.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that needs to be clarified because in the beginning, when first vinyl windows came out, the glass was actually thicker. It was like an inch. Mm-hmm. And it was better to get vinyl windows back in the day.
Right.
But that was way a long, long time ago.
Yep.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter. Whatever window you pick, it's double pane, argon gas, whether it's just vinyl or wood and whatever other design you want on the window. The pane of glass is the same.
Right, agreed. And the wood, some people say is a richer, classier look.
Yeah.
So that's fine if that's what you want to go with and you want to paint it. Or, a lot of the factories now will paint them for you, so they're pre-finished, which is great because there's like this static electric, some sort of paint adhesive that goes on. You never have to repaint them again.
Right.
They're beautiful, but expensive.
Right,
$200 a window just to have them pre-finished on the inside.
There you go. That's when the prices change.
Yep.
And there's certain other things too. Is like people like, I want the grids inside the glass.
Right.
Okay, fine. However, there is also with the grids on the outside of the glass that are glued onto the glass, but you see the black adhesive, and it doesn't bother me, but some people catch it.
Yep.
Because if you look at it at an angle, you see the black outlining the white grid.
Yep.
And I'm like, now that you told me, now it's going to bug me. Before it never bugged me.
Yeah,
Why did you do that?
Notice it before? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
And I had a little mishap on ordering a window too.
Oh, no.
So I ordered new construction vinyl, and then I told the guy I need 2 replacement windows. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So the difference between a replacement window and a new construction window has a nail fin.
Right.
So you have your rough opening, you pop your window in, you nail it in onto onto the sheathing of the house, and then you do your insulating and you put your trim on the outside. Well, this, thank God, when I got it, I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I got a little issue here, but we can resolve it. It's a vinyl window, completely vinyl, and he gave me new construction. It was supposed to be replacement.
Okay.
Simple solution. I went and I told him, this is what you did. He said, fine, just cut the nail holes off. I says, that's fine too. But I need to order the space unit, and I need to order a header just in case. Just in case.
Yep.
Because
the adjustable header.
Right.
Yep. The
spacer's on the bottom because it's when you're just putting in a replacement window, it's sitting on the sill, the original sill, and you have a gap in the front.
Yep.
So I need that spacer piece so in that vinyl, it'll click right on the front.
Yep.
And life is good.
Yep.
With the L track and everything else. So that was part of my week. Part of it.
And I'm sure it got better after that.
It's been absolutely freaking fantastic all week.
Great. Wow.
Even when you showed up with your Colin team shirt. Team Colin. Oh, the girls.
I gotta figure out what else I'm gonna do.
I don't know what else you're gonna do.
I don't know.
Why don't you get on the roof like a peacock and squawk? You're pretty good at that. So this brings us to a part of our show. Larry, did you hear about the peacock we had on the house? Remember that years ago? Did you remember that? Never heard about that? We had a peacock in the house. Funny. Scared the shit out of me. Even scared the dogs. They go running in the house. The two Jack Russells.
I don't blame them. I would have run too.
Where's that noise coming from? Standing in my cul-de-sac with my coffee and my bathrobe, and all of a sudden, it was so loud. Swings his head, goes. Funny. Oh my God. My poor neighbor, right under his window. So, all right.
Yeah.
Without further ado,
You got some show and tell.
yeah, I got some show and tell for everybody.
All right. What do you got?
So on Facebook, they were telling me about these work shoes, and they do this and they do that and they do this, and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it out. I really want to see them." So these are like a summer work shoe, and they're called All-in-One. They're made in China, which I thought they were made in the United States, but it's a United States carrier. So what they promote, if you look at it, you can go online and you can just punch in All-in-One shoes. This is like a summer construction shoe. I got them yesterday and I tried them out.
Yep.
So these look kind of like it's very breathable on the top.
Yep,
as you can
I see that.
Yep. Right?
Yep.
It's got a steel toe. Feel the front of that. That's a steel toe.
Wow, yeah.
Right? Also, on the bottom, it shows in their ad that you can step on a nail and it won't go through.
Huh.
It won't. It's got a steel plate on the bottom.
All right.
And it's got a cushion on it.
All right.
So the only problem is, don't be misled. It's not. You've got a steel toe on the top.
Yep.
But remember, past the toes, then to the top of the foot and everything else is a cool mesh. So if you run a chainsaw across past the steel toe, you're going to cut into your leg. You know what I mean?
I would think so, yep.
But it's extremely breathable.
Yep.
The only other improvement I would put on this shoe, they have a comfort sole on the inside, which is nice. I'd add an extra one.
Okay.
I would add an extra, one of the work show,
Yep.
Dr. Schultz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd add
so you
another
can
one
get that.
And it would really, really, really comfortable. So you can work with these in the rain and everything else, and water just runs right out of them.
Okay.
Sand, everything else. If it's very, it's got a funny
I see that.
shoelace.
Yeah, I don't like those.
But it's like a camper shoelace.
Yeah.
When you tighten up your tent.
Yeah, I don't
right?
like that.
I don't like
Add that to the list.
You put your sardines in this section right over here. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. But I like the rest of it.
What you can do is you can cut these off and make them tighter, and then you can get rid of the little dangly stuff. It depends, you know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. So, and they're very comfortable, and they slip right on, right off, and they're good. I was using the chainsaw last night with them. I felt pretty comfortable with it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, they have other ones, obviously, for winter that don't have...
Well, yes, they do, and they're pricey like everything else. They got some... I would look into them. I actually I bought a pair of their pants that they have.
Okay.
But they they have pants and they have boots. They have winter boots. They have like strategic or tactical boots, I meant to say. They got a bunch of stuff. They got shoes, then they got the boots.
Okay.
And they're running, these shoes cost $72. They got other boots that cost, like construction boots, like $130,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep,
120,
yep.
which is the going rate. And people
That's
go,
what
"Hey."
you do for a living.
Yeah, you know, you can't. That's another thing. You know, if you're in a pinch, you go to Walmart and you buy the Wolverines,
Yep.
which are $30, $40.
Yep.
But dude, that's a hit or miss.
Sure.
They might break in, be really comfortable, and all of a sudden one day the heel falls off when you're in the middle of work or on a roof.
That
you know?
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I usually get mine at either a sporting goods store or like a shoe store.
Yeah.
Get the work boots, just because they're built better, they're made better. North Face made a great, and I actually wore them as a work boot. I wore them when I went to Europe. They were like a trail shoe, but these things were freaking rugged as hell.
Really?
Oh yeah, man, they were fantastic. The only thing is, you know, you have to just be careful with the top of your foot.
Right.
But other than that, man, they traction on a roof anywhere, and the soles on them were fantastic.
Nice.
So North Face is one of my top 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Have we found out anybody who makes a great glove for the winter that keeps your hands warm and you can actually use your equipment?
I try, believe it or not, I'm glad you said that because I buy all different kinds of gloves to find out the right ones.
Yep.
And they're getting better and better all the time.
Are they? Okay, good.
Yeah, and what they're really promoting now, and I know a bunch of guys who work in the union, and they work with cement, and they're working with, you know, heavy duty contracting. They get a good contracting glove. It's almost like you can't buy them at the store.
Okay.
But if you look them up, if you really do your research, all of them now are coming out with these really grip hands, like there's like a poly front to them.
Yep.
You know, you'll see that.
Yep.
But as it gets into winter, they make them the fingers get thicker and thicker and thicker, and they get warmer. You know.
Well, you're trying to be warm and try to, you know, actually do your job at the same time.
Right.
I mean, I know it's got to be something really difficult to kind of manufacture something like that, but somebody's got to be able to do it.
Well, my buddy Duke bought me a pair this past winter.
Yeah.
And they're like a poly glove. They slip on. They zip on.
Yeah.
They're tight. They're like a tactical.
Okay.
But they're construction.
Yep.
And you can answer your phone with them.
Okay. All right.
You know.
That's not bad.
So, no, it was really, really good. I have them in my truck. I'll try to remember next week to show them to you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're getting better and better all the time.
Okay. All right.
The ones with the vinyl grip on the front
Yep.
and the wool or the cotton on the back, what will work for you in the winter as long as if that vinyl finger covers the tips of your fingers,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So they don't freeze.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And
Because, I mean, most of the time I just go without gloves.
really,
Yeah. It just gets so annoying if you're trying to, like, grab screws and, you know, different things like that while you're trying to work. It's like, ugh.
I got another pair of poly grips. Well, not poly grips. Oh Jesus, not poly grips. They're called Jesus poly grips.
Well, you have dentures and stuff.
I don't have dentures, asshole, or diapers yet.
Yeah, well.
Don't push it. Put your fucking hat back on, Jesus. That's the only friend you
Ian
got.
Colin.
No, it's ProFit. That's it.
ProFit.
ProFit
Okay.
gloves.
All right.
And they're very thin. I got those in the truck too.
Yeah.
And they're very algae. Yes, they're great, but they're not going to be great in freezing temperatures.
Sure.
Wind
Yep.
below.
Yep.
You're not supposed to be out there anyway. What's roll for that shit?
Right, exactly.
Just go inside, have
Let
cocoa.
the young guys take care
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
And if your hands are getting cold, make sure you're wearing a hat.
That's true.
You lose more than 40% of your body heat through your
To the
head.
top of your head. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I always wear a hat in the winter.
Yeah. That's why I hate to wear them in the summer.
Well,
Too hot.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just too hot, ain't you?
My chimney's not
Yeah.
venting out.
It's not venting.
So, yeah. That's a problem.
Hey, did you clean your chimney yet? Speaking of which.
We don't actually use the fireplace. We
You don't?
we have a gas insert that's a ventless, so it comes back into the room. That thing is amazing.
You, with a ventless gas fireplace,
Mm-hmm.
you create 1 gallon of water every hour. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
How am I creating water with gas?
Humidity,
No.
condensation.
All right.
That's what I was told.
All right. If you say
I'm
so.
surprised they allow ventless now.
Yeah, those
still.
things are great.
Still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd rather have the heat come in than go up out through
Right.
the top of the chimney.
Right.
Because then it's just aesthetics. Yeah, you just turn it on just because it looks nice. But I do have to say, ours is so hot that we make it about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we got to shut the damn thing off.
Yep.
It's so hot.
Yep.
But when we lost power during the hurricanes a few years ago, it was great. Throw up a couple sheets on the openings around the living room and put that sucker on. We were nice and toasty.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Because then all you have to do is just light it with a match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You don't need a fan.
No fan.
We have electric start on us. That's a piece
Okay.
of crap. We need a new one. We really do. We need a new one.
You gotta focus on your pellet stove now.
Nah, the pellet stove's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're good.
I'm good with that.
All right.
Getting a boiler.
Are you? A new one?
Yeah, I'm going to get a new boiler. We're getting a
What
new
kind
boiler.
you getting? Do you know yet?
So my friend who puts in boilers, he's like, okay, I got 5 boilers for you. This one's a coil, no coil, this coil. So now I'm going to call him on the way home today, and I'm going to say, Mike, tell me what you know about jet engines. Do you know anything about jet engines? And I'm going to, yeah, what do you know? You know what, they put diesel fuel in it, and the engine, and it can push a jet, and it can go all over the world, right? Is that how much you know about jet engines? Yeah, well, that's how much I know about boilers. Give me the best boiler for the buck and put it in my house, please.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You know, well, you get a coilless or not coilless, but I got a hot water heater. Well, then you're not as efficient if you don't have a coilless.
Right.
So we should get a boiler guy on here. We should. No, really, because...
So you can confuse both of us at the same
yeah,
time?
why not?
Great.
You can
Awesome.
put your hat on. I'll put my T-shirt on.
We got to do it.
But
no, I agree with you. I'd love to learn
in
some more
Germany
about
and
that
in
stuff.
Europe, people change their boilers more often than we buy cars.
Yeah, you mentioned that one time on the
Yeah.
show before, I think. Yeah.
They're really proud about that. you
Yeah.
know?
And what was the reason for it again?
Just more efficiency, keeping
More
them up
efficiency.
efficient.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
All right. Yeah,
Big-
we try to run 20 plus years on ours over here.
I'm 40 plus on mine.
Wow, that thing owes you nothing.
Yeah, and it's been off because now I have a hot water heater and a pellet stove. So when I go to turn it on, I know when I turn it on this winter, it's just gonna go, bam! What's all this water on the floor? It's gonna blow right out.
Yep.
I'll keep you posted on that episode.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have Mike on at the same time.
Yeah, Mike, I told you to get a coilless, not a coil with a coilless with a freaking rubber thing and that.
Mike, you better come through, Mike.
Oh, Mike, you're gonna come through.
Yeah.
I got one more toy.
All right, you got one more thing.
My
you wanted to
favorite
show.
toy.
This is your favorite?
Well, one of them.
All right. What you got?
Well, everyone, the new thing is for contractors. It's actually not new, but something that I love. It's the oscillating machine. It's the cutaway tool. You know, we used to have those old-fashioned cutaway tools when you're doing flooring and stuff like that.
Yep.
You put a board down. You would either have the duck saw.
Yep.
Right.
Yo,
Ducktail saw.
remember the ducktail saw?
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen one of those in years.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
those
you don't need
sucked.
those anymore
Thank
because
God.
they have oscillators.
Oscillator.
So I got this one like 4 years ago.
Okay.
This is the old Master Mechanic. It's the old cheap one.
All right.
And
But it's still
oh
working?
my God, it works like a champ.
Yeah.
It does. What's the real expensive ones? Was it like $300? Doesn't move as fast.
Yeah, I know what you're
But
talking
here's
about.
this is an electrical one.
Yep.
You know, you plug it in.
Yep.
And then you can put your blades on it.
Yep.
And you go, and it just cuts everything.
They are the loudest tool known to man.
Well, I'm going to get to that too.
Okay.
So, the oscillating tool that I bought, because you know we talked earlier on tools on last year's episodes, and I was praising Milwaukee,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Because we know Porter Cable's coming out with some good stuff, lighter stuff, and Bosch is a very, very big competitor. Well, here's my oscillating tool.
Yep.
Because it goes with it's the M18 battery, the
Okay.
lithium.
Yep.
That lasts for whatever. And it's so funny because when I go on jobs now, when we did the kitchen renovation, every trade showed up with the Milwaukees.
Really?
So whose battery is who?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, bam.
Yep. Got to
So
start marking them.
a great shout out to my friend Sharin down in Florida who made me up my Dreyfus Construction stickers. Thank you, Sharin.
isn't that
You're
nice?
a doll. I got it everywhere. So no one goes, that's my tool. No, that's my tool. And I go, you got a beef? Sharin?
There you go.
Tell him.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
Stickers don't lie.
the stickers don't lie. So this oscillator tool, you can put a sander on it,
Okay.
which is great.
Yep.
And then I also have the Bosch, right, the blade.
Yep.
What's really cool about this, the old one, you need the Allen wrench. All you do on this one is you got a lever.
Okay.
You pop it up.
Yep.
And then you can unscrew it.
Yep.
Just unscrews. And then you put your adapter piece on. You screw it back on. You
Snap
clamp
it in.
down.
It's good to go.
Bam.
Nice. I like that.
So, I'll give it a B plus.
All right.
I want to give it an AA plus, but I can't. And the reason why, one, this is low. When you get way up there,
Oh, I'm familiar with this sound. Yeah.
I have to wear earplugs because of my age.
Yeah.
It's one step before the diaper and before everything else.
Dentures.
And dentures.
Yep. Polygrip.
And the only other thing with this, I think it's because of the RPMs.
Yep.
If you have the RPMs really high, this sucker gets hot.
Oh yeah, they do.
It gets very hot.
Yep.
Right in here. And it's almost like, wow, you almost need gloves to do it. And the reason why I found that out is because when I was doing that kitchen sink, she had butcher block, and the sink was sitting on it.
Yep.
It was all black mold.
Sure.
And when they pulled the sink out, it all rotted, all fell apart.
Ugh.
So she had, in the barn, she had rough sawn pine, 2 inches thick, just like the butcher block.
Okay.
So I had to fabricate something to fit in there for the new sink that they were putting in. Yeah. And I had the oscillating tool. And that thing was phenomenal because I had to do a cutaway, and I also had you have the lip under the sink that I had to sit on, and I was able to do that. But it was a lot of cutting.
Yeah.
This freaking thing was hot.
I bet.
Yeah. It was very, very hot. So,
nothing better when they have a brand new blade. It's like butter.
The best blades you can buy, which I've got online, I have a salesman who calls me up once in a while. I get the Bosch multi-tool, the multi-blade.
Yep.
That cuts nails, wood, everything. And what's really great is when you have to change out clapboard siding. Best thing ever, man. You take that with the blade under there, cut the nails, and then you save so much time. Remember, it used to be a nail set. You have to pop the nail all the way through the board. And then sometimes you didn't get all the way through, and you catch it. So, no more. Now we got this nice oscillating tool. I'm going to check some other ones out. Which is good about this tool, it pretty much will fit any blade.
Okay, good. Because when they first came out, they were very specific.
Right.
You can only buy certain blades for certain ones.
The DeWalt oscillator does not fit Bosch blades.
Okay.
I know that because Henry's got one. Yeah. And he's like, "Here, you want a $40 blade?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Thank you." Because it didn't work.
Yeah.
But that is that. So that's a wonderful tool. I'm happy with that. I think the next thing I got to get is I got to get the circular saw, which would really help me out. I really needed it yesterday.
Yeah.
The 6.5 inch or the 5.5 inch is only like $200.
Yeah.
But the regular size 7.5 is like $400, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Is it really?
Milwaukee also has a miter saw now.
Yeah.
On battery.
Okay.
And the batteries are getting bigger and bigger, and more power, more this, more
now? I think the most recent one I have is a 20 volt, but I know they're even more than that.
They're getting huge now.
Yeah.
This battery that we have originally with the machine and everything else and my drills and stuff, it's $100, right?
Yeah.
Now they got them for $200, but it lasts longer.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
No.
And now I saw them on Amazon. You can buy a 5-pack of batteries for like $155.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's cheap.
I
didn't realize that.
I think it's with the multi-charge.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do multiple ones at a time.
And so the only thing I got to do now is at night in the cold weather, bring the batteries in.
Right. Yeah. It's coming that time of year. You got to keep your batteries inside.
Yeah.
Do you remember? The old pass loads, the guns with the gas cartridge?
Can't use them in the winter.
I remember every time we'd get to a job site, you forgot to put it in. You got to take that nice cold container, put it under your armpit, and just wait for it to warm up. And man, was that cold.
Yeah, they don't work in the winter at all.
No, they do not. Those are the old days.
I used to have pass loads. I don't have them anymore. I use the porta cable. I use the porta cable brad nailer. And and then you've got, if you got to use a framing gun with a compressor still, then you can do that.
Yep.
But if it's that cold outside, you shouldn't be working anyway.
I agree with you.
even the old timers are like, you know what? It's too cold out here. The stuff ain't gonna work. Forget it. Just go inside. You bang your thumb. You can't even feel it till you get home that night, and it's like, hi caramba. You know, your thumb is as flat as a tree frog.
Well, I can remember you and I working together doing doors and stuff in the wintertime. Exterior doors.
Stupid.
Freezing, like 10 degrees.
All the heat's going out of the house.
Right. But that motivated us to put it in quick, though, so we could get inside. And then we had to draw straws. We had to put the storm door back up.
Oh my God! Who was that house when the woman was the woman? It was the teenage girl was inside making out with her boyfriend on the couch. We're trying to put a freaking door in.
That's right. I think that was the one I'm talking about.
Like, hey, excuse me.
Yeah. Hello.
Excuse me. We're not interrupting in anything, are we? No, just go right ahead.
Please, don't mind us.
Why don't you start the hickey on the other side of her neck? That'll work. Dad won't mind that at all.
No, Dad loves that.
Yeah, Dad loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where he keeps his guns, but we'll find out real soon. Yeah.
So we're still looking for some more guests to come on.
Yeah, I mean,
we've been talking to some
we're backlogged, and we just had, they're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
And we got plenty of things to talk about. Anyway.
Plenty of things to talk about.
Right.
I'll bring in some more tools tomorrow. I mean, next
show.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff that I like, stuff that we don't like.
Yep. I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned the battery powered circular saw. I have one, and it's decent.
Which one?
I have DeWalt.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not very powerful.
Right.
If you're cutting through wood, you got to make sure that blade does not get
bound up.
Yeah, exactly, because it just shuts right off. It's good for like vinyl, cutting vinyl, thinner type wood, plywood, stuff like that. But really, 2x4s and things like that.
No,
nah.
No. So that's what you're going to use for siding and things like plywood.
Correct. Yeah, something
plywood like that.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly. That's been my experience so far, anyways. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what else you got? Anything else?
No. What else you want me to get?
I don't know. I feel like you've given it all, and
I've given everything I can give.
I came out guns a-blazing. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Right.
Show was over.
I peaked early.
Show was over.
Larry, you got anything for us? You got nothing. All right, buddy.
Larry rents a house. He knows nothing about a house. And he's got a problem. He calls the landlord.
I was gonna say, or call Jimmy.
No. Doesn't even call me. Landlord won't even call me.
No.
The landlord's a cheap son of a bitch.
Like most are, yes.
Yeah, he's just so cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not yours, obviously.
His landlord is a cheap son of a bitch.
I tried, Larry. I did.
Oh.
I did what I could. Yeah.
Yep. My doorknob's not working. I need a new doorknob. No problem. He goes out into the junkyard, pulls out all the freaking doorknob, puts on. Don't mind the dent. We'll put it on the inside. People won't see it on the outside. Freaking IV.
All right. Well, everybody, this has been another episode of Behind the Studs. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, and we'll see you again next week.
You got it.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.